In this video, we have new previews for WWE 2K25's Attitude Era DLC. We got the full entrances for the new Persona cards that were added, along with details of how you can unlock the AJ Styles retro character, which, spoiler, it's ridiculously hard. We have an update on RetroMania's DLC, which is out now, a roster update for WWE Mayhem, and news of WWE 2K25 coming to PS Plus, where new players can try it out for free. Before we get into any of that though, if you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with all the latest wrestling game news, then please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on future videos. So let's start with an update on the new Persona cards that were patched into the game as part of the 1.24 update, as the new cards are now available as part of the Eras series in MyFaction, though only one of the cards can be pulled from opening up card packs. That card is Trish Stratus 03, which is a throwback version of Trish that features a purple outfit she wore during a run as Women's Champion.
Well, there are egos and there are egos. She's a multi-time Women's Champion, a real trailblazer here in sports entertainment, and she's got the ability to point in indiscernible directions at any given time.
The inclusion of this attire isn't the first time it's been included in a video game, as it was previously featured in WrestleMania 19 on the Nintendo GameCube. Sharing more on the attire, Trish's official website noted that this one was chosen by Trish herself, as she was said to have worked closely with the dev team to perfect it. The second of the new Persona cards featured in the Eras series is Cody Rhodes 22, which is based on his appearance at Hell in a Cell, where he appeared with a giant bruise and went on to wrestle a match with a torn pec. As a result of this, when using this version of Cody, the announce team will make a reference to it during his entrance.
Isn't one to quit when things get tough.
Well, things definitely look tough for him now.
There is no challenge the American Nightmare won't face head-on, including this injury.
Fulfilling his promise to the fans and his family despite how much pain he's in.
Well, Rhodes obviously thinking with his heart, not his head.
Unlocking this version of Cody is more of a challenge than it is for Trish, as to unlock this, you'll need to complete a collection set reward, which tasks you with collecting 5 different cards, as you'll need to pull Cody Rhodes WrestleMania 41, Jey Uso WrestleMania 41, John Cena 10, Kurt Angle 2000, and Cody Rhodes. If you're lucky enough to collect all 5, this will unlock the Cody Rhodes 22 Persona card, which will unlock him throughout the entire game. Now, if you thought unlocking Cody was hard, the new AJ Styles retro character featuring his TNA theme is even harder, as to unlock this card, you'll need to pull the Elite Trish Stratus, Elite Jey Uso, Undashing Cody Rhodes and Bayley Mutiny cards. Then you'll have to use those cards in a series of live events. Those events start with a Queen Figures event that requires the Elite Trish card, and completing that event will reward you with a Drew McIntyre card, which you'll then need to use in the next event with the Elite Jey Uso card to obtain Gunther. Once you obtain Gunther, you can use that card in the next event to unlock Randy Orton. Then you'll need to use Randy Orton and Undashing Cody Rhodes to unlock Roman Reigns 22 Brawl, use that to unlock Julia, and then use her card with the Mutiny Bayley card to unlock Booker T, before eventually using that card to unlock AJ Styles Retro. So there's quite a few hoops to jump through if you want to unlock the AJ Styles card, with the only other option being to wait and see if it gets added to the next Eras pack, or wait for it eventually to make its way to the card market. Up next, for anyone that's yet to pick up 2K25, if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber on the Extra or the Premium tier, you can actually play the game for free this month, as 2K25 is coming to the PS Plus game catalogue on September 17th, where you'll be able to download it and play it for free. Alongside 2K25, other games coming to the game catalogue this month include Green Hell, which is a survival game set in the Amazon rainforest, The Invincible, which is an adaptation of a 1964 novel and sees you play as an astrobiologist exploring the planet Regis 3, and then we have Crow Country, which is a game that I recently started playing, and that's a survival horror game set in an abandoned theme park, with the best way to describe it being a mixture of the early Resident Evil and Silent Hill games, but with the graphical style of the original Final Fantasy VII. Getting back to wrestling games, let's briefly focus on mobile, as the latest update to WWE Mayhem sees Rey Fenix added to its roster, as Rey is featured in the new Masked Mayhem event that runs between September 12th and October 4th. To celebrate his inclusion, Reliance Games have released some footage of Rey in action, with a gameplay trailer showing off some of his new moves.
Oh wait, he's not going to, is he? He's on a rampage! It's pandemonium in the ring! Join the mayhem now! Download today!
Before we move on to WWE 2K25's DLC, we have another DLC release taking place on September 13th with the release of the RetroMania Legends Pack. RetroMania The Madness Returns includes 6 new playable wrestlers, including the Macho Man Randy Savage, Axe and Smash of the Tag Team Demolition, Magnum TA, and Tag Team of the Rock and Roll Express with Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton. In addition to those wrestlers, the update also features 2 to 3 new arenas and championships, along with a ton of new features, including the previously announced House Show mode, which takes on the form of a classic ladder-style tournament where you have to win each match to progress to the next one, with the aim of completing the entire match card. Also new is a new customization option that allows you to customize the colours of a wrestler's attire, similar to the old Superstar Thread system in the WWE games. Also included are a bunch of gameplay updates, these including new move animations, a closer camera option, speed settings, and all new tag team mechanics. If you're interested in picking up the DLC, it's due to release on September 13th for $9.99 on PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam, with a Nintendo Switch version also coming, though it's been ever so slightly delayed, as they're still waiting on approval from Nintendo, though it should be available soon. Finally, let's talk WWE 2K25's DLC, as we're less than a week away from the release of the Attitude Era DLC pack, and to promote it, we now have our first entrance preview, as posting on X, Busted Open Radio shared a video of Mark Henry reacting to his entrance. The footage of Mark confirms that we're getting the 2011 version of his character, featuring his Hall of Pain gimmick, which is based on his unstoppable run as the World Heavyweight Champion. Also confirmed from the footage was the addition of a new entrance motion, as the developers appear to have captured a brand new motion for the DLC, as his old one dated all the way back to 2K15.
There'll be a lot of young kids that's going to be able to finally have a character that they can beat up their stars with, because everybody told me, like, hey man, I always played the game with you because you and Brock Lesnar had the most strength and y'all did the most damage in the game, so that's who I played with. And I used to be like, yeah.
In addition to Mark Henry, the Attitude Era pack includes 4 additional superstars, with those including his former tag team partner D'Lo Brown, the New Age Outlaws, Badass Billy Gunn and the Road Dogg Jesse James, and former Women's Champion Victoria. As we're less than a week away from the pack, we should start seeing more previews pop up in the coming days ahead of its release on September 17th. So that's the latest roundup of wrestling game news. Let me know what you make of it in the comments, and if you missed the previous video going over everything contained in the recent patch update, I'll leave a link to that on screen. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching this video, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.